this movie, Grindhouse. And Grindhouse was a kind of a risky venture from the get-go. It was conceived as a double feature. Robert would direct a film called Planet Terror, and Quentin Tarantino would direct a film called Death Proof. And they would be released as one film called Grindhouse. And the movie was an homage to this, this kind of stuff. I mean, the kind of Roger Corman exploitation films of the 1960s and 70s. And, and marketing this to 18-year-old kids is kind of difficult. We knew we were going to have to educate audiences. And we were also going to need to educate the studio and actors and kind of explain to them what this is. So Robert and Quentin had me basically build a lookbook for Grindhouse. This is before the scripts were written, before the movie was greenlit again. This was just part of the development process. They had me put together like a 20-page lookbook of what the movie was going to look like, talk about the history of Grindhouse cinema, what this stuff was. Quentin wrote some text for me, and Robert wrote some text. And I put this book together. We just made 5. It was just a hand-bound edition of 5 books. And so, Robert could sit down with an actor or with the studio head and be like, "This is what the project is going to be like." And so something that was cool about this project was with this lookbook was Robert and Quentin asked me to do some kind of work in progress posters that we could put in the back, some sort of perspective posters of what their movie posters might look like. And really, I didn't have a whole lot to go on. I just knew Robert's movie was about a girl with a machine gun for a leg, and Quentin's was about a serial killer that uses a car instead of a knife. So I dove in and researched a lot of this old, especially the old American International Pictures, Roger Corman's company, that he was putting out a lot of these double feature exploitation films in the 50s and 60s. And so the gold mine for me was finding this company, the company that made these, the Benton Card Company in Benson, North Carolina, made all these. And they're still in business, and they still have all these. These are called window cards, or 14 by 22 pieces of cardboard that were silk screened. And they sent me like a huge stack of these original posters. These are all from like 57, 58.
That's crazy.
And these are just filled with like totally awesome taglines and murder. And so this, and Robert and Quentin went crazy for these. They loved the look of these. These are very simple 2-3 color silkscreen posters that would be printed onto cardstock. And this is great. Guaranteed to bury you without charge if you die of fright dream. This kind of stuff, real salacious taglines and promises that could never be kept. So this is a collection of a bunch of the great taglines and stuff. So this was really like a template for me to work from. So I just kind of dove in and started doing some tests. I did a sketch of a car and did a machine gun leg and did a bunch of these kind of roughs. And then this is what I ended up with. This is the first teaser poster that I did for Grindhouse. I did a title treatment for both the films and wrote some tawdry taglines. And I based it all around an exclamation mark, the kind of unifying trend among exploitation poster art. And then this was the alternate that I did. I did an A and a B poster. So these, I guess I should mention this too. Okay, at the top of a window card, because nobody makes window cards anymore, but